How did you get in here?
Why? I walk upstairs.
Yes, I know. But how did you get in here, the house? I didn't hear the bell ring.
I opened the door. Please.
Oh, then you're the master. You're Captain Hartley. I'm so glad to see you. I've heard all about you. You and your medals. And you being wounded for 3 years. May I shake hands with you, Captain?
Why? Of course.
I've never thought that I'd shake hands with a real hero.
Hero? Gosh. They're all heroes over there. I'm just unlucky. Wounded. Sent home.
Nevertheless, the town's mighty proud of you.
Shucks. I don't care about the dog. Tell me, where is she?
Princess?
Mercy, what's wrong?
But she doesn't expect her to get 5 o'clock.
I took an earlier train.
But why did you do that?
Why? Is it so difficult to understand?
It was wrong.
Wrong?
Don't you see? She wants you to win her nicest to receive you.
Well, what of that?
She'd be simply heartbroken if she knew you'd gotten here and she wasn't ready. You see, it's something very special.
Oh, something very special.
Here she is now.
Oh,
You will spoil her pleasure.
God forbid. Remember, half an hour upstairs will almost seems like 3 years over there.
Come right in, Sylvia. Hello. Dear, would you do me a favor? Who's the man? Your husband. What?
May I stay here till he comes?
No, dear.
But I'm simply dying to meet him.
Do you want me to tell you a secret? So am I. I haven't seen him in 3 years.
But I've never seen him at all.
I'm his wife, child. When you've been married for as long as I have, you will understand. If the man who gets you love each other as dearly as well as we do.
But we will.
That's right. Be happy. Be happy as I have been. There are moments in life that are like no other moments. There was once in my life where he asked me a question, and I said yes. And there was another one we knelt together down in church. And there was another one, but that wasn't so pleasant. When I waved goodbye to him at the station platform 3 years ago, when he joined the Canadians. And there will be another wonderful moment. A moment for which I have been living for. Don't you see? There mustn't been any kind of third person in here. Just he and I.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Hartley.
Now, don't call me Mrs. Hartley. It makes me feel so old. Ugh.
Dear.
And don't be so respectful. I don't like it when young girls are respectful to me. Treat me as I am with their mothers. I'm only 30 years old. Well, it doesn't matter how old I am, does it?
Of course not.
Not that there's any secret about it. But what I wouldn't give to be your age again. It didn't take me to put on that color, did it?
Oh, Mrs. Hartley.
There you go again with that Mrs. Hartley. Well, I suppose it's the right thing nowadays, is it?
Oh, darling. You want me to go now, don't you?
Would you like to help me dress?
Would I?
Then I'll read you his last letter.
Butler! From over there?
No, written the moment he landed here. So let me know when he'd arrive.
Yes, madam.
Bring me the dress. Do you know which one?
Yes, I know Mrs. Hartley.
The same dress I wore the day I said goodbye to you in the train.
Bakit siya charming idea.
Miss Letter suggested it. My own dearest girl. No, wait. No, I really can't. I really can't read from the beginning. I found something.
Yes?
The weather on the trip home was lovely.
How intensely exciting.
Well, it's not significantly interesting. Those shoes are the same ones I wore that day. Yes. I shall read this to you just in case you get lost. Do you know what image has been in my mind for the last few years? Do you know what picture was before my eyes as I lay that shelter, wounded, expecting every instant to be my last? It was your face, dear, as the train pulled me out of the station. Encouraged me, for God knows that there was no smile in my heart that day. Every detail is as distinct, as if you stood before me as I write. The little dress you wore, that has always been my favorite. The clamp, the one kind that came down when your hair, when you took it off. You remember what was in the wind when...
What was the last song?
Every detail. Yes, every detail.
But the club. What about the club?
This is the plan. Don't you like it?
Do you know, I used to have a dress or something. That's not the way you do it. May I hook you up to it?
If you can.
I feel that I had some share in preparing it.
His favorite dress.
Mrs. Hartley,
Well,
I believe you've grown stout.
what?
Lost more than half of the hooks.
I never thought of trying it on until today.
What?
Oh,
Helen, just because you've gotten stout?
it's not that because I've gotten stout. It's because I've gotten old. Ugh. Come right here. Come stand beside me. Don't you see? It's come. It's come. Not gradually that I wouldn't know about it, but without a moment's notice, all at once. It was only 3 years ago that I said goodbye to him in this dress. Now, he's going to find me an old woman.
Why, Mrs. Hartley? That dress looks very becoming.
Good. You. Don't lie to me, please. I've lied to myself long enough. I painted and danced and dined with the youngest of them. But I knew it had to come to an end. I always knew it would come to an end. How I hoped it would not come before today.
Oh, dear. Why?
You can't say anything. There's nothing anyone can say. How I hope he'd find me as beautiful, as young as I were when he said goodbye to me at the station. But now I know I'll never be. He'll find home to see an old woman sitting to him opposite in his own table.
Oh, dear. You can't be.
I can't be, but I am. They are always over. No, I really don't care what other people think. I don't give that for their opinions. He's the only one that counts. He has always loved my youth and freshness. Now, if he wants my youth and freshness, he'll have to get it somewhere else. Jealous? No, I'm not jealous. I've always hated jealous women. But now, I understand today. I too am jealous. Jealous! Mrs. Hartley! I don't mean you, child. Of course not. It's just the excitement. He was coming home. You'll pardon me now, won't you?
So sorry, Mrs. Hartley.
Ma'am,
Yes?
he's come.
What?
He's just come in.
Don't tell him to wait.
To wait?
Didn't you hear me? Tell him to wait and don't come back until you said it to him. Bring me my brown dress.
Your brown dress?
Yes, and quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Put me into it.
But I thought
That I was gonna wear the other dress? How absurd! What made you think that?
your white and blue dress?
Never mind. Maybe I'm just so excited that I don't even know what I'm saying. You can put this back, can't you?
This dress?
Yes. Then take it. It's yours.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
I'm ready now. Show him in.
Helen! Helen, dear! Where are you? Helen! Helen, dear! Where are you?
John!
Isn't it wonderful to be home again?
John!
Isn't it wonderful to walk the streets of my own town?
Is that all, John?
To stand under the roof of my house?
Is that all?
No, that isn't all.
Say it, John. Say it.
To feel your arms wrapping around my neck. To feel your lips pressing mine. Do you realize what I've been through for 3 years?
We'll try to forget about that.
We'll try.
Now,
And now, let me look at you.
well,
What is it?
tell me what I know already. Let me see it for you. I've grown old.
Helen,
You are not the only one that suffered these 3 years. I suffered. God knows I suffered. For any reason. For no reason at all. When the letters didn't come, when the newspapers told of heavy fighting, I stayed awake all night worrying my soul out. I suffered too.
my dear.
Don't touch me! Let me finish! These wrinkles, do you see them? These lines, they were not here 3 years ago. Do you know why I have them? Because of you. It's not the men who go through hell, it's the woman they leave behind.
My dear girl. How I should love every wrinkle in your face if there were any. Only they're errant.
John,
I have never seen you look so young, so beautiful, so altogether happy.
John,
What?
look what I found.
What?
A gray hair in your mustache.
I've grown old, haven't I? Helen, by the way, what a fool I was not come to see you.
See what?
After the maid warned me that you had a surprise in store for me.
What is it?
You're wearing the same dress that you wore at the state. You saw me off at the station.
Same as I worked the day I said goodbye to him on the train. Ano ba, Lisa?
Oh.
Ma'am,
What?
you just got...
Matutulig na!
Helen! Helen dear! Where are you?